We are starting off here in the Little Ituri Forest right here. A lot of animals like to hide. They also like to blend in very easily due to them having very natural colors, skin tones, and fur. So we are going to see who we can find hiding about around here. Now over here on your left-hand side, you can spot these reddish-brownish animals over here. Those are the bongos. Now bongos, they are nicknamed the ghosts of the forest due to them being very shy and reclusive animals. They actually share that nickname with the okapi that you can see on your right-hand side all the way back there. Now the okapi, they also, a lot of people might say that they are a relative to a zebra due to the stripes on their legs. They are actually the closest known relative to a giraffe, and due to them having very similar skull-like structures. And with the okapi, is a little hard to see, but they also have very large ears, and their sense of hearing is also very well developed, so they definitely use that to their advantage. Here on your left-hand side, you can spot a black rhino. Black rhinos, they are solitary animals, so what that means is that they mainly like to hang out by themselves. Black rhinos are also the smallest rhino in Africa, so they can weigh anywhere from about 800 pounds to about 3,000 pounds. Now on your left hand side, you can spot that lighter grayish colored animal over there. That is a greater kudu. It's actually a female greater kudu because she does not have any horns. Only the males will have horns. Now over there you can spot those two birds. Those are the saddle-billed storks. The saddle-billed storks, they do not chirp like other birds. They actually rattle their bills together. That is how they make sound. They also have a wingspan of about 9 feet wide, which is almost as wide as the canopy just above you guys. Now here we're about to entering the Safi River, where here a lot of animals like to live in or near the water. So we're going to see who we can find around here.
Hey, I'm off at 1:15 and my bump is here up at Lake Green.
Now there on your right hand side, you can spot some pink-backed pelicans. Now pink-backed pelicans, like how their name is, they do have pink on their backs only during a small portion of the year, but only during mating season. Now, there are also colonial nesters, so what that means is that they mainly nest in very large groups, usually in groups of up to about 500. Coming up on your left-hand side over there, you can spot some Nile hippos just barely coming out of the water over there. Now the Nile hippos, they do love to be in the water. They can actually hold their breath for several minutes at a time, only coming up to get air as needed.
It's very cool. In the water.
Nile hippos, they do also sleep underwater and will subconsciously come up and get air without even realizing it. It's similar to how whenever we sleep, we'll toss and we'll turn without even realizing it. You'll also be able to spot a few more Nile hippos coming up over here near these waterfalls. Now, Nile hippos, they do also like to be in groups. A group of hippos is called a bloat. So sometimes you might spot a bloat of hippos. Now there on your left hand side of the water, you can spot a Nile crocodile. Crocodiles, you sometimes might see them just laying on land. Now that is actually called basking. So we'll do that in the early morning and the late afternoon. That is when they use the sun. to help regulate their body temperature. So that's what you sometimes might see them doing over there. They usually also have their mouth wide open, and that actually helps them get all that heat out of their bodies. Now, crocodiles, they do also eat about half their body weight, so they only eat once a week. Over there on your right hand side, that big tree over there, now that is actually called a baobab tree. Some people might also call it the upside down tree, because if you look at how the branches are growing, it looks like they're roots of the tree. So it looks like the tree is growing upside down. Here we have now entered the savannah. Right here, a lot of animals like to walk around, roam around, so we are going to see who we can find roaming around here. Here on your right hand side, you can spot some Maasai giraffes. Now, with Maasai giraffes, they only get about a few minutes of sleep throughout the day. They usually get a total of about 30 minutes. They'll spend the rest of their days just looking for food and eating. Yeah, that's really all they do all day long. Now, coming up over here on your left-hand side in that cave over there are some African painted dogs. The African painted dogs, they are pack animals, so that means that they mainly like to do everything together. They'll hunt together, eat together, yeah, they'll do everything together. They're also very good hunters. They have about a 90% success rate whenever they hunt. Over there on your left-hand side, those two animals laying around back there, now those are the sable antelopes. Those are actually the female sable antelopes, and it's going to be because of their fur color. The female's a little light fur color, while the males have a lot more of a darker fur color. You can also spot a whole bunch of Hartman Mountain zebras. Now with Hartman Mountain zebras, a lot of people do tend to ask, are they black with white stripes or white with black stripes? But if you look at the color of their nose, you can see that they have a black nose. So that means that they're black with white stripes. Here on your right hand side, you can spot the Maasai giraffe up close over here. And with Maasai giraffes, they also have very long prehensile tongues. Their tongues can grow to be about 16 inches long. They use it to their advantage to help them get a stronger grasp of their food. So the Maasai giraffe hiding in the bushes over there. About to start walking maybe. But Maasai giraffes, they are the tallest of the giraffe species. They can grow to be up to about 20 feet tall. I can also spot the baby Maasai giraffe over there on your right hand side. Now with baby giraffes, remember they're born 6 feet tall. So that little guy over there is just about 6 feet tall, probably closer to 7 or 8 feet by now. A group of giraffes is called a tower, so looks like we have been looking at a tower of giraffes.
Yeah, the giraffe can walk at 115. rush someone off at 1:15. You want me to go around again? On the job.
There on your left, you can spot a mandrill walking around back there. Looks like, male mandrills, they'll have red and blue in the front of their faces, and whenever they get really excited, got a lot more of a vibrant color almost instantaneously. On your right hand side, you can spot an African elephant. The African elephants had to tell the difference between an adult male and an adult female just by looking at their size. So the adult males, they can weigh up to about 13,000 pounds, while the adult females, they can only weigh up to about 9,000 pounds.
M3 Safari 4 is in the jog. M3 Safari 4 in the jog.
Now here we might still be in elephant country, because if you look to your right hand side, that is called red clay. Now elephants love to dig their tusks in the red clay. They use it as an extra source of vitamins. Looks like there are a few tusk markings over here on your right hand side, so we're going to see if we can spot any more elephants around here. Looks like there are a few elephants over here. We're just going to come around here and get a better look at them. And on your left, you can spot all those African elephants over there. Now, it looks to me like the family group of elephants, so it'll mainly be the females. Now, the female elephants, they will stay together throughout their whole time. All the babies right over there on your left as well, hiding in the shade. All the baby elephants, if you ever see them just swinging their trunks around, that just look like how to use it. Usually takes elephants about a whole year to learn how to fully use their trunks. Like I said, this is going to be the family group of elephants, so mainly the female elephants. Now the females, they will stay together throughout their whole entire lives, while the males will reach about adolescent age where they can defend themselves, so actually steer away from the rest of the family and join other males and form a group called a pasture. Here on your left hand side, there are some greater flamingos. You can see that they have that pink color to them. They actually get that pink color from their diet. They eat a type of shrimp called a brine shrimp that has beta carotene in it, which is what gives them that pink color, because whenever they're born, they're actually gray. They don't really get that pink color until about 2 years later.